Yo, what is up, my dudes? This is DevinePlayz, and welcome back to Sounds of Our Love Will Always Be Together. So, I started this visual novel a long time ago. I did complete the main story for it, and it took me a long time. It took me longer than it should have, to be completely honest, to finish it on the channel. And then I have started the DLC bonus content of this game. I have started that as well on the channel, but I kind of left it hanging for a while. So I figured before we continue Angel Wings any further, let's go ahead and just wrap up this We'll Always Be Together portion of the game, because I heard that it's not really that long. So yeah, let's just go ahead and try and finish it. If we get through it in this episode, we get through it in this episode. If we don't, then there'll probably be another one, but I don't know. So this is the next slide after what we left off on. I did have to go back to my video and check what happened. But anyways, yeah, we're back into it, and let's just get into this nice music, this nice setting, and let's just read together. Drawing to an end, once again the class emits the very same sluggish aura, with everyone just about finished for the day. Having transferred here not too long ago, it's these very unchanging aspects of school life I've become used to all over again. However, there's one thing which continues to surprise. A girl who continues to find ways to make me smile. Joining the mass of students as always, I make my way out of the class. With various students passing through my field of view, my eyes spot a faint glimpse of golden flowing braids done neatly with care, topped off with two little red bows. I almost said red brows. That doesn't make sense. So the cool thing about this visual novel that I haven't seen in too many others is that this one actually has some voice acting to it, which is nice. It's pretty cool. Again, I don't really see that much voice acting in visual novels, so this one's pretty cool. It's not too hard to guess who this person is. Moreover, knowing she's here for me lightens my heart, even though it was to be expected. Making my way towards her, she lifts her head to catch mine in view and sets up the very same scenario out of habit. Amber eyes caught in surprise, matched by a deeply reddened pair of cheeks with her mouth slightly ajar, trying to catch something to say. She's nervous. She's Ceri. Ceri?
Good morning.
Why, hello! It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. What do you mean, good morning?
Oh, right.
Are you okay? For whatever reason, she's acting weirder than normal. It's not like I dislike that awkward side of her. Rather, it's truly what makes her special to me. However, from time to time, there's enough of a reason to ask questions. Having blared out her emotions to me just under a month ago, seeing her shell herself up again like this is something strange.
I'm just nervous, is all.
For what? What did we do? What did we do last episode?
You really make me happy.
Oh, that's so sweet. Hearing those words, it's something reassuring. Our love being securely founded, binding us together. I have to admit, you also make me a little nervous. Ceri looks on, bemused by my words. Stretching my arm out towards her, my fingers jolt her hair aside as I gently flick her on the forehead. Whoosh! That's what happened. Just boom! Just pop one on her forehead. Just Don't feel so bad about it. You make me happy too. Taking the first steps through the corridor, with my feet meeting the polished floor below, I begin to make my way outside with school now over for the day. Ceri, taking her cue, trails alongside me as we wander through swathes of students heading outside, together, a couple. Just a couple of peas in a pod, welcomed by a soft autumn breeze. Against our skin, Ceri and I stand beside the school gates in an idyllic fashion. Her having somehow taken grasp of my hand while we were walking, being the first to speak up.
Date.
What? A date? So what is it you planned on doing, seeing that you asked? So, I'll be dead honest, I don't really remember a whole lot what happened last episode. So, a lot of this is kind of going over my head. Are we going on a date? I don't know. Surprise, surprise. It's not like I'd really care in the end, or truthfully, doing anything with her is enough to satisfy me. I'd be fine just staring, or just, oh, no, you don't want to do that. That's like creeper status. I'd be fine just standing here with her, our hands together, embraced by the warm afternoon sun set against us.
Shall we go into town?
Shall we dance? Anyways, that's enough of that. As expected, we're going to the city. Despite being a fun trip, I wish I had the chance to do more with her. Regardless, around here there aren't many opportunities for outings other than the city. Still, complaining isn't a good virtue. I'll have plenty of chances to spend time with her, as life itself steams ahead. A summer trip would be fun, if I'm patient to wait for it. Seeing her in her swimsuit would be nice. That's okay. You're going on to the creeper side. I just said to don't do that.
Wow.
Zoning out is never a great idea. Yeah, that'd be great. Curling her lips up into a delicate smile, it's enough to make my own emotions flourish as a smile of my own. After meeting her, I've really become a different person, but it's the person I've always dreamt of being. Bring back that calm music. Hello? Hello? With Ceri at my side, the pair of us stand in wonder at the world around us. People moving in each and every direction, heading on with their daily lives. It shouldn't be surprising, but even for us, seeing so many people in one place is still a bit of a shock. One day, maybe we'll be in their very positions, moving forward together towards the future as our relationship continues to bloom, but still two ordinary people to any passerby.
Well, we're here.
Where? Back at the library? The situation we find ourselves into isn't all that surprising either. Both of us at odds as to what we want to do together. An entire city around us, an entire world to explore, but still just as content standing together here as one. I'm glad this was the girl that caught my heart. How about we go for a walk? Did we not just walk here? And we walked here and we're gonna do just some more walking? What kind of trash is that? The very same thing we did together just only a month ago that had brought us this close. A walk through the city together forever. I could enjoy browsing the library just as much, window shopping, or even spending time at a cafe. Being here with her though, having the opportunity to do something so meaningful again is what I'd choose to do. To go back to that place at where we finally connected, where we told each other how we felt, and the world around us too.
Sure. I'd love that.
Taking my hand once again, Ceri looks upwards with that very same faint smile. My own reflection, crystal clear in her hazel. Come on. Breathe out. Now freaking read correctly. My own reflection, crystal clear in her hazel eyes. When she looks at me, I wonder what she sees. For me, seeing her, the thing within my eyes, is the person I've always been looking for. Here we are. Arriving beneath the very same set of trees, the very same view as before. The two of us stand almost as statues, while various couples walk on by together. I guess now we really do blend in with them. This place has always been known as the date spot. Even now, that still holds true. Here I am with Ceri, on a date. No, on a walk. You said you're going on a walk. You're not going to confess to me again, are you?
What?
Ooh. What happened? Oh. Whoa. I love you, Ceri. Please marry me. Whoa. What the? Same here. What the heck?
Is it a bit too early for that?
Me personally, I kind of think so.
We haven't even...
Oh! Lady, you are just as baffled as I am. I was just practicing. Oh, you're stupid. That's what you are. You're stupid. Carried by a slight laugh, my teasing falls upon deaf ears. Ceri, oddly enough, still stands by my side with a stoic look engraved upon her face by her features. Eyes directed towards the ground, lips firmly flat, almost frowning even. Still, against the passing autumn breeze, hair ruffling about at it as it gently strokes the skin of her cheeks. Ceri remains almost motionless, a fragment of time. It'd be hard-pressed to find something that wasn't wrong in the scene before me. Or I'd be hard-pressed. Are you sure you're alright? You've been acting a little weird all day.
It's just strange, you know?
Yeah, it's strange that somebody would joke about marriage, you know? That again, that baffles me. Like, what the heck? Who freaking does that? Maybe a lot of people do. I don't know.
That so much has happened in the last month.
Yeah. A lot has. A lot definitely has. And a lot definitely has gone over my head by this point. Really, I couldn't agree with her more.
You really mean a lot to me.
Aw, thanks. Peering once again towards me, Ceri's face carries a look of sincerity, enough to pierce through my heart like a dagger. If I had any doubts, which I don't, one look at her would be more than enough to prove how she really feels. You mean a lot to me too, Ceri. I don't think you need me to tell you that. It'd be wrong if I didn't tell her that I feel the same.
But it's nice, isn't it?
Sure. She's right. Struck by a lone gust of wind, Ceri's braids sway almost diligently in the breeze, as if they were trying to make her look any more beautiful in this moment. Our date, almost looming to an end, despite us not really doing anything, but what we did do was important to us. Staring at the sky above, I watch as the sun dawns closer towards the horizon. Going on a date straight after school really cuts down our time here. Coming here again would be nice. It's getting late. Almost out of instinct, Ceri places her hand in mine once again and gently squeezes. Her warmth distinct against the cold autumn air. I almost said cold autumn hair.
We should head home then.
We definitely should. Despite finding herself flustered over all these sorts of things, it doesn't stop her from enjoying that feeling. The feeling of being close. It's something I can enjoy too. Strolling down the streets, the cool autumn air sends chills across me as I walk hand in hand with Ceri, returning home from our date. At times like these, it's really hard not to appreciate the wonders of life. The what if scenario we so truly love to come up with as people. What if Ceri didn't drop her library card on the way to school? What if I didn't leave for school early that day? What if she met someone else? It's hard not to find yourself depressed, mulling over such topics. However, as we move along, I know heartfully that things worked out in the end, for the both of us.
Are you cold? Perhaps we should have dinner.
What? How does being cold have anything to do with being hungry? What were you thinking? I'd happily have some more of your dad's cooking.
Well...
Yeah, Pops! Cook me up some food, please.
I want to see your house for a change.
Ooh, my house. Oh, trust me, you don't want to go there. It's a mess. It's a freaking pigsty. Curling her lips into a complacent grin, Ceri's smug side shines through her usual timid personality. For her, it's an innocent suggestion, going to see her boyfriend's house. However, I'm privy to the world beyond those doors, and I know for a fact taking her there would not end well. With a distinct gulp, I brace every ounce of my body to respond to her inquisition. It'd be mean to bluntly reject her idea, but there must be something I can do to stop us going in that direction. Because I got a crazy father who's nosy about everything relationship oriented. We got crazy sister who is crazy just to be crazy. And we got mom who is crazy just because it's crazy. Those are the fake those are the fake reasons why we should not go. You sure? My mother's not a good cook. Hey, mother's cooking is always good, okay? Alright? That's a lie, but hopefully it'll throw her off the topic.
That's okay. I just wanted to see what it's like. Isn't that fine?
Yeah, that's perfectly fine. Frick. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah. In the end, with her cute expression held dead straight against my own eyes, I can't turn her down. I mean, you got no real reason to. Whatever happens, it's not my fault, right? All I have to do is introduce her to my family. It's not that much of a problem, right? It's not that much of a problem. Is what I'd like to think. Still, I was going to have to face this burden eventually. Can't keep my family hidden forever. It'd be rude to do so, despite how unique they are. I'll just have to call them. Father! Hello, Father! With a quick press on the screen, I lift my phone to my ear as Ceri watches on with a confused articulation made profound by her features. Quite possibly, she's at odds as to why I'm so hesitant to get this over with, but she'll soon find out exactly that is. Hello, who might this be? Unconventionally, my father answers the phone bashfully. Hey, Dad. Ah, son, we've been wondering where you are. I've just been out, In hindsight, I should have probably let someone know I would be coming home later than usual, but there's no fixing that anymore. Now with Ceri by my side, shivering slightly as she stands within the path of a typical autumn gust. Getting this call over with is my top priority. Not just to get her out of the cold, but my father has a habit of dragging on conversations by asking unnecessary questions. Out? Out where? Didn't I tell you? If you've been on any dates, I want to know about it. Well, you're gonna know real soon enough. In the background, my mother's muffled voice can just about be distinguished. It sounds as if she's scolding him. Anyway, your mother's dinner is almost ready, so be sure to get home quick. There won't be any left by the time you get back. I wouldn't be surprised. Wouldn't it be okay if I brought someone over? She normally cooks enough for 2 of you. Wait, what? Oh. Do whatever you please, son, as long as it doesn't bother me. How he expects me to know what he'd be bothered by is just another oddity fitting of this man. No matter what, though, I can't change the fact that he's my father. At the times he isn't butting his way into my social life, I can really appreciate the upbringing he gave me. Nevertheless, bringing Ceri anywhere near him is likely to send him into a real frenzy. As reluctant as I am, I still have that very girl peering towards me with her typical sheepish gaze. Turning her down isn't an option. Alright, I'll be home soon. Hanging up in almost an instant, I've returned my phone to its usual home within my pocket and turned towards Ceri with an uneasy smile. I hope you like bangers and mash. I don't know what the heck that is. Given that she's Welsh, she's undoubtedly familiar with our British cuisine. Despite being Japanese, my father's Anglophilia inhibits us from eating any real native food.
That's fine. I'm glad that I'm allowed to come over.
Yay! Running her delicate hand over the strands of her silky hair, Ceri responds with an endearing smile. Maybe in the end, letting my family know of our relationship isn't such a bad idea. Having found a girl so perfect, I don't think my father would be disappointed. Even finding a girl alone would be enough to satisfy him. Hopefully, he'll stop pestering me over the topic now that he can finally see who I've fallen for. Well, we should probably get going.
It's cold.
Yeah, so, we should probably get going. As our feet tap against the floor, the pair of us embrace the warmth of my house, passing through the door I've become so familiar with. Not so long ago, everything about my life had been shifted around, moved and adjusted. Having gotten so used to life here, having arrived not so long ago, it's great that so much has happened in the time we've been here. It's great that I found a life I'm happy with.
So, this is your house?
Yeah, welcome. Come on in. It might not be as fancy as hers, despite my father's earnings, but living anywhere else would no doubt feel strange. As humans, despite fearing change, we adapt to it ever so quickly. I'm home! Almost as if prompted, the sound of footsteps make themselves distinct from the living room. Well, here goes! Leroy Jenkins! Oblivious, Ceri stands and watches inquisitively as a broad man blocks our path. It's a shame she plays the harp and not the flute. Son, you're back. And? Never in my life have I seen this man silenced so suddenly, his eyes fixed towards Ceri as if he was staring right at the heart of an alien world. No ounce of expression remains on his typically emotive face. Whatever he's thinking, whatever happens next, is not my responsibility. Son, I've never been more proud of you in my life. When's the wedding? Oh, you trash.
Wedding?
Hey, cover your ears, baby girl, cover your ears. With a hearty laugh, he continues on with his inquisitions, set off almost in a state of disbelief and euphoria. You sure have caught a nice catch, son. What's the fine girl's name?
Ceri. Short for Caradwin.
I'm sorry. Welsh, huh? I thought you didn't look Japanese. It's nice to meet you. It's not like that fact wasn't obvious.
It's nice to meet you.
Darling, come here for a second. We have guests. Despite being a renowned author, my father still groups me as one of those said guests, even though Ceri's the only one here. Emerging from the kitchen, my mother looks onwards towards Ceri with a slightly milder sense of surprise than my father's. Welcome home, son. It looks like your father's words have really gotten to you then. Smiling before us, taking her place next to my father, she looks onwards towards Ceri with a friendly smile. It's nice to meet you.
Ceri.
Music is a tad bit loud. I didn't even notice until just now.
Thank you.
Ceri, that's a beautiful name. And thank you. Read it too fast. If her father was here, I'd expect him to comment something like, I chose it myself. But I'm honestly glad someone in my family can greet her like a normal person. So Ceri, what does your family do? Surely a girl like that has a wealthy background. She goes to that school after all.
My father? He's an engineer.
Nice. An engineer? Oh, an engineer? I can respect that. What about your mother? Uh-oh.
My mother?
Dad, no. Stop. Don't want to talk about it. No, don't do it. Ceri falls almost silent, save for her breathing. Her face, it's an expression I didn't think I'd ever have to see again. Her entire aura, now shifted by a cloud of depression, her troubles coming back to haunt her. Unintentionally, my father stands there clueless as his gaze increases the pressure upon us. I have to do something. She's an optician. Throwing out the first thing I can think of. Hopefully it's enough to deflect the conversation. I can't let Ceri feel sad again. Optician? You better be getting a good deal on those glasses then, girl. Ceri raises her hand, a clear look of woe still lingering in her eyes. Regardless of that fact, my father continues as if nothing is abnormal. Well, I'll leave you two lovebirds at it. Who knows? Maybe one day she'll actually be your girlfriend. Well,
I am his girlfriend.
Woo! Yeah, about that, Dad. Letting the cat out of the bag, my father looks on towards Ceri with the same expressionless stare before turning to another brash smile. Son, I'm glad I didn't wear one. What? You can't just say that to him. What? He knows it's a joke. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Alright, moving on. As the pair walk off into the kitchen, engaged in another session of family banter, Ceri and I are left alone in the hallway, together, silent. Well, those were my parents. Are you okay? Delving back into the topic of her mother is not something either of us really want, but I can't leave her alone in a saddened state. I can't let her continue to bear those burdens.
It's fine. Thank you for clearing it up.
Yeah, no freaking problem. Raising her head to line her eyes with mine, Ceri catches me once again in her trance. Cheeks reddened, she puffs them up once she takes notice of me.
You like looking at me, don't you?
No. Why would you say that? Oh, that's weird. I can't help it. That's your fault. Okay. She responds with a warm, cute giggle.
Anyway, I think it's time for me to see your room.
Oh.
Just how messy it really is.
Joke's on you. I just cleaned up. Leaving me with a smug grin, Ceri boldly makes her way past me towards the staircase. Hey! It's almost reminiscent, following her very footstep up a flight of stairs. Now that she's here before me, and not sitting in some field 6,000 miles west of here, I can really be content with the scene before me, knowing that we found one another. See, it's not that messy after all. Idling within my room, I watch on as Ceri stands motionless, taking in the environment around her. The evening light embracing her skin as she stands facing out towards the world outside. A world moving right before her eyes, yet she still stands there motionless. What? Remaining rather distant, a small sigh escapes her mouth, enough to tell me that something's wrong. Throughout the day, glimpses of Ceri's own feelings have reached out, manifested themselves. I should have noticed sooner. Yeah, you really should have, you trash. It's like it's unlike her to be blatant about her feelings. Ceri?
I don't deserve this.
Don't deserve what? Are you breaking up with me?
I don't.
Don't do this to me. Ceri, please. What's wrong?
It's just unreal. There isn't anything special about me.
You're right, there isn't. I'm sorry. Turning around, Ceri's body now faces straight towards me. Her face coated in a familiar sense of woe. A feeling I never wanted to feel again, rising up from inside.
Nobody has ever been nice to me before.
Don't
All
worry.
my life. My mother. My classmates. I've never known anything different.
It's okay, baby girl. It's in the past.
Just tell me the truth.
Huh, you got it. Lifting her head, Ceri looks deep within my eyes, teardrops welling up against the amber within hers. Seeing her like this, knowing what she's been through, I can't blame her. For me, the past months have felt like a dream. I've even tried pinching myself just to be sure, but there's no doubting it. Right now, I'm in a relationship with her, as if we were made for each other. As cliche as it may be, I don't think I'd ever be happy with anyone else. That's why I can't let it all fall down. If she wants the truth, then I'll happily give it to her. I wasn't lying when I told you that you were important, Ceri. Just over a month ago, we were in the very same situation. Ceri, before me, lost in a world of darkness. I want to be her light as much as she's been mine. Over and over, I tell myself how important Ceri has been to me. Moving here, lost in a new world, Ceri pulled me out of what I once thought to be a dead end. She gave me a chance to change myself. Whether you think you deserve it or not, none of that matters to me. What matters is right here. Placing my finger upon my chest, Ceri directs her eyes towards the very essence of love itself. Heart. I love you, Ceri. Nothing is going to change that. You'll always be special to me. She lifts her head once more, now with a look of relief in her eyes. With all the hardships this girl has faced, knowing that we can overcome them together is an indescribable feeling. Like love, but better? Question mark? But there can't be anything better than that.
I'm sorry.
For what? What'd you do?
Being with you makes me happy.
Oh, well then good.
I really love you.
Oh, well ain't that sweet. Making her way over to me, Ceri wraps her arms around me tightly, as if she never wants to let go. The smooth skin of her cheeks brushing gently against my neck. There couldn't be anything more sincere. As she finishes what the heck? As she finishes nuzzling against my sweater, Ceri wipes the teardrops out of her eyes. Even with reddened eyes and damp cheeks, she still can't be described with any word other than, or with any word, you mean any other word than beautiful. Or at least something along those lines. You really are silly, you know. Ruffling the hair upon her head, Ceri pouts as she quickly regains her composure. It's a heartwarming feeling, having been through bullying, bearing witness to an unstable marriage, having been left lonely by the world. A life like this can't be easy to accept. Nevertheless, I'll do whatever it takes to make her happy, to see her smile.
Close your eyes.
Close your eyes so she can shank you. She's gonna do it. Don't do it. She's gonna shank you. Following her orders, my eyes close tightly as the world before me disappears. This is the oldest trick in the book. She just tells you to close her eyes, and then here comes the blade. Ugh! Dead. It's strange. We function by receiving inputs from the world around us. Synaptic responses, if you will. Having completely blocked the space around me from my sight, each breath Ceri and I take, each slight feeling against my skin, every sense becomes even more important. Something warm, something moist, lands itself upon my cheek. Is that my blood? Ah! She really did it, didn't she? As I lift open my eyes, before me stands a girl, adorned in a tan sweater, her silky hair done neatly into 2 braids resting over her shoulders. This girl stands there, complacent, with her lips curled up in an adorable smile. No matter how I look at it, this is the girl I've fallen in love with. Whatever could have happened is none of our concern. It's a world now behind us. What really matters is our feelings, and at the end of the day, it's clear that we both feel the same.
Let's always stay together.
Oh, that's not the title of the DLC, but hey, it's close enough. Is that it? Oh. Oh, snap. Cutscene? Oh, I got offbeat. Oh, okay, yeah, that is actually it. I thought there was actually going to be like a small cutscene or something. But all right, Sounds of Her Love.
It's pronounced Ceri, like a K.
Okay, all right, cool. We already knew. But yeah. Anyways, Sounds of Her Love. We are officially done with this game. I do have a full playthrough of the original story.
Don't you?
Ceri, I'm trying to do an outro here. If you would please just be quiet for just a minute. Just a minute. Yeah, so yeah, again, we do have I do have a completed series of the main game on the channel. So if you guys want to go watch that, feel free to go watch that. And I do have, the DLC or like the bonus content will always be together portion or story of the game is now officially done. Thank you for playing. Thank you for making the game. It was fun. It was enjoyable. I liked it. I actually genuinely liked this game. I like the story. Happy anniversary. Thank you for
your support.
I promise I'll make a real sequel one day. Ooh, okay. Okay, it's gonna be a sequel. It's gonna be a sequel. Interesting. I wonder if the developer has actually like announced anything about a sequel. But anyways, yeah, that's Sounds of Our Love. That's gonna do it for this video, this series. I don't think there's gonna be any more added onto this game in particular. So yeah, I think that's gonna do it for Sounds of Our Love. So anyways, if you guys enjoyed it, go ahead and hit that like button. I would greatly appreciate it. And if you guys are new here, maybe consider subscribing to the channel. And yeah, this is DevinePlayz, and I'm out. Peace.